Joy and
And how do you pronounce your name?
Hajnal.
Hajnal. Hello, Hajnal.
Nice to meet you, Jorge.
Yeah, yeah, nice to meet you
Jorge.
too. It's pronounced Jorge.
Jorge. Okay.
Jorge. Mm.
Hi, Nova. Nice to meet you.
Hello, nice to meet you, Hajnal.
And hi, Elijah, Captain.
Hello. Good to see you all here.
Cool.
A foursome.
Cool. Yeah.
Foursome.
Foursome.
Welcome to our little tribe. So, Nova,
Mhm.
do you want to facilitate the meeting, or what do you want to do?
Sure. Yeah, if that's what's in the air. Okay, well, I'll just start. How about anyway? So yeah, hello, my name is Nova. I'm checking in, feeling pretty good. I've recently got some tendonitis in my wrist. I was doing a lot of heavy lifting, so my left wrist tendons are injured, but that's okay. And I've just recently pretty much recovered from a bad foot injury. So this year is all about healing for me so far, physically healing so far. But I guess a little bit about me. I'm originally from Canada, as you may have guessed. I've spent most of my life on Vancouver Island, where I met Elijah, and I may have actually met Jorge, but we're not sure if we crossed paths at the same time or not. And I live in New Zealand now. I've been here for about 3.5 years. And yeah, I've worked with Elijah kind of on and off again for quite a few years on his system. And yeah, I guess just recently we've talked about creating a synergy team based on his synergy wheel, which I'm hoping we'll get a look at there just for a reminder. And yeah, so I guess for now I'm the steward, or I'm in the stewardship role. And Jorge is in, for now, the learning role, point three, position three, and Elijah is in position one, science, or no, sorry, research. And yeah, I guess specifically what we're trying to do is to create a team of people that will that are interested in supporting Elijah in his work and bringing his whole system to life, whether it's software, cards, everything. Yeah. And your name has came up a few times, and yeah, personally, it's great to finally see you and meet you, and yeah, I'd love to hear a little bit about yourself if you want to go next. And
You mean me?
yes, sorry, yes, hi now. If you could share a little bit about yourself, your background. I know nothing about you. I just know that Elijah's been hoping you would join our meetings for some time.
Yes, thank you. Yeah. It's really an honor to be here. And where should I start? I'm from Hungary, and right now I'm in Hong Kong, staying here for a month. Oh, I'm a trained Waldorf teacher, and I established schools in Hungary, then in Taiwan and Singapore, and I supported a Waldorf school here in Hong Kong for a while. But I always wanted to gravitate more towards adults, because I've always felt that children are coming from the future. We just need to be able to find healthy support and healthy boundaries for them to be able to grow into that and bring their purpose and ground themselves into this physical reality. And I wanted to learn how to support their parents, because if we can be able to heal their parents, then they can be, really open themselves for the future, for the change, because we tend to project a lot of misconceptions and fears into our loved ones, into their lives. And I learned different therapies. Because of my own trauma, I learned anthroposophical massage therapy first, and then I realized that people need a lot of space to be able to share their feelings and their experiences. So I learned a different method. It's called inner voice therapy. It's very similar to the voice dialogue technique. So it's basically about our internal conversations, and these internal conversations always representing some level of consciousness that we are in it in the moment. And I love to do subconscious surgery through language, through conversation. And this is why I deeply honor all the work what Elijah is doing, because he's a great tool for that. So this is what I can summarize about myself in a nutshell. I'm a mother. I have a 17-year-old son, and he's my greatest teacher.
Mm. Thank you for
Right.
sharing, Hajnal.
Thank you. I have maybe one more thing, which can help you to put me into your map. I have a house in Hungary in the forest, an off-grid house. I made it by myself. I did a lot of physical work because I truly believe that our senses need to be trained, our strength need to be trained and used in proper ways. So I really wanted to learn how to become a human, where I can not just trapped into this space and just use my fingers and click onto things, but I wanted to learn how to work with wood, how to work with different elements. So I did a lot of work in my own house, and I love this experience so much.
That's awesome. Yeah, thank you.
Wow.
Okay. I'm sure we'll learn more also. Yeah, maybe Jorge, you want to
Yeah.
introduce yourself?
Yeah, I feel joy from hearing Hajnal introduction, because if you're talking about feelings and about the inner voice, and it sounds a lot of correlation with what I'm working with. And yeah, just like resonating with that big space that is needed for people really to go through their healing, to their kind of like embodying their human experience. My name is Jorge Pedret. What else? I met Elijah in the Vancouver Island at the Eco Village, where he was like putting up his space of like different maps and different stations, and we had a great connection there. I was a computer programmer for a long part of my life. Like since pretty much 13, I had this fascination with computers and with internet technology, and I started chatting with people online and meeting people online, and also there was like this underworld part of like watching porn and like having like internet sex, which is like kind of like part of the underworld of this technology too. And so I started like becoming a hacker, computer security, and then computer design. Then I went to university, did a few courses about it. I got a job in programming, and I did that pretty much for like 15 years. And then around 2013, there was a big shift of energy that came from me, that I couldn't be sitting on the computer anymore. I needed to be outside, to go outside And so it just happened that the energy was there, and all the things were there for me to do that. And I wanted to go closer to nature. I want to be in nature. I want to feel my body, and to know what I want. And I didn't know what I wanted, and I still on that research. But yeah, like I went into like the other side of like I got rid of my apartment, my job, my all of my material things, and I went pretty much wandering around for probably like around like 7 to 10 years. Yeah, I guess it's been 9 years. And during that time, I was for a period of time without technology for like 3 or 4 years, without cell phone, without computer, with nothing. And my mathematical skills of like numbers and doing math, like it really improved. Memorizing things, it really like changed, and like I had more capacity for a lot of things. And I guess the next part after that is that I became a father. I have 3 children, and they're, yeah, like you said, that they have changed my life. They have really created this next like space of expansion of like not seeing just myself as a single person, but uh, as a creator of life. Like the things that I do unto my children, they're gonna do it to their children and to their children and to their children. And it's really like a cycle that really brought a lot of attention to my actions and what I'm doing. And around this time is when I met Elijah. I already had 2 kids when I met Elijah. And and so yeah, I'm in a process right now of like reintegrating different parts of myself, of like connecting with my feelings and connecting with the place from where I speak from, which I've been for my whole life. I've been like in an adaptive place, and I've been a Greek, like coming back to technology, to like today I spend like probably already like 10 hours on the computer. So it's been in this wanting to reconnect with my people, because I was out there without technology, with nothing. I was like, where is my people? Where is everyone? Where is everyone? I couldn't get access to events that were happening, couldn't get access to community connections. There was like everybody's at home, like in their phone, and it was like we're like feeling suffocated and like out of connection with other people. So I decided to come in here again and see where everybody is at. What's everybody doing in here? Something like that. And here I am. I really appreciated Elijah's tool, because it brings like this like massive awareness and expansion of space to the field of communication, the power of words, the power of maps, and also the power of like holding space for each other, teamwork, teamship, and how to create village and connection with other people. So I guess that's it for me. Thank you for listening.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you. I suppose we've all had a turn to speak. Elijah, do you want to say anything? I think you know all of us, but we're all here because of you. What do you have to say to us right now? And you're still muted.
You're on mute.
I said hello, hello, hello. Funny meeting you here.
Hello.
I mean, it's sort of I mean, everyone's got a packed life, so I know how hard it is, let's say, to get 4 people together to talk about anything and with any consistency. So my gratitude for you 3 for being here is huge, because in all these years, this has never happened in terms of having, let's say, my own team that is kind of looking at the work that I'm doing, as opposed to using my work to help people, or using work to sort of try to do with the people around me, in a sense. And so it is a team-based system. So I've been sort of thwarted, or I haven't ever really got it where it needed to go because it's a team-based system. And you can't do a team-based system by yourself, but I found for the most part of my research and development, it has been by myself. And it's just been a lot of thinking, a lot of, designing, a lot of figuring things out, because when I did participate in teams or groups, things seemed to go sideways, or they didn't seem to go where I thought they could. I could see potential in certain situations, but it never got there. So for most of my time, I've been an observer watching things. And now I'm sort of switching into going into, okay, now I have to teach or share what this has been. And in many ways, it's a shared reference point in the mind. Like, it's like if we all share this map, and Jorge's here, and Nova's there, and Hajnal's here, and I'm there, or let's say I'm in the center for now, but let's say I'm up there. What does that mean? What does that mean? And then there's this big gap between the conceptual design and then us using it in our minds to such a degree that it actually helps our life, actually does something. And so the idea is that this is a universal business model that can be applied anywhere. So we can use it, other people can use it, anyone can use it, but then it can be programmed with values, and that each of you is at a value. And there is this idea that there's a sort of a starter team of 4 people to build a shared knowledge community, or just to get going. Like, this is the sort of, you don't go to 2 or 3, you go to 4. You can go to 3, but this sort of fits the screen, but it's also like 4 is the foundation. And so to have 4 now, it's almost like this is a milestone or an activation moment for me, because I notice that when I reach a certain milestone in this work, then I'm able to do other things that were impossible before. And so new maps come out, or I see understandings. And lately, I'm just in a whirl of revelation. I'm in a whirl of everywhere I look is oh, that's that, and that's that, and this is this, and this is how it fits. But again, it's in my mind, my world. And so how to share it is part of the exploration of why we're here, is to see how we can use it, and then how you can use it in your own lives, and then how can it be, a benefit. And we can only really figure that out now that we have this 4 here and aiming to sort of fill the rest of the team. But maybe I'd like to put it back to you in terms of, because what we're sort of doing is we're adding a person at a time. But do we want to stay here for a while with the 4? Because this is a primary triad. You've got the captain, the first officer, the diplomatic officer, and let's say just one other, but the communication officer or the science officer. But it's like sometimes you don't want to bring more people on because we haven't figured things out. We don't even know really each other that well. I mean, with a new member, right? So do we want to bring other people in, or do we want to wait a while and see what happens? I put it back to the floor.
I have an impulse to say that I see Elijah right now right in the center, and that we are here for you. We met you, and that we are here for you for this. We're showing up for this. Or I know Nova is, and I imagine Hajnal is showing up for doing this formation, doing this teamwork, and taking this game world, these maps to the next level, which is using it like in a way that it supports the configuration of a team to form in this way. And I want to say the impulse that I had is that you've been on research for a while, and that you've been researching this, and actually you've been in all of them, like putting on one hat, then putting on the other hat, and putting on the other hat. And I don't know if this resonates. Yeah, like right now, it's like coming to the center and owning that we are here for you, that we're here, that to be in the spotlight. You're in the spotlight.
It's cool.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think, I mean, I don't think we have to worry too much about what's next. Let's just stay here and now, I think, at the moment. I guess I'm curious on a few things. I'm trying to facilitate the creation of this synergy team, but I do have another name for it, as Elijah knows. We won't bring that in today. And I'm curious, like, for you, Hajnal, have you watched the previous videos of these meetings, or do you kind of have a sense of the idea that you're trying to self-recruit yourself in here? Is that the thing? Are you wanting to join the synergy team? I guess is my question.
To be honest, I feel that I'm already joined the team through the work that I'm doing every day with the people that I'm working with. And somehow it feels like that I'm having this opportunity to rejoin or recollect my missing parts, or those parts what I was somehow I started to disown because of my, we can call that karmic depth or karmic cycle that I have. And whenever I saw some recordings with Unova, and it was more than a year ago when I first saw, and I felt immediately that okay, hopefully one day I can be able to it's hard to find the words because it has a depth of my feelings. It has a depth of this whole journey. Yeah, I remember when I had one of my deepest meditation, I felt that different spirits visited me, and I promised those layers of entities that I will make everything in order to help them to join or help them to find their ways to the source. And basically that's what I'm doing, and I feel that's what every one of you are doing through the work that you are manifesting every day. And to be honest, I became pretty tired in this lonely wolf process that I have, and I can sense that some similarities in every one of you, that every one of us needs a team, every one of us needs company and minds and hearts to share their own feelings and thoughts and processes, and to find support. So yeah, I can feel a lot of bright and strong and crystal clear heart energy here, and sparkling knowledge of the brain. So I feel blessed that I can be here. I feel blessed that finally I arrived here to.
I think that's the strongest yes I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I resonate a lot with what you just said, for sure. I think we are all on that same journey that you're describing. We may see it in different ways, but I see other people as all taking that journey as well. So anyway, that part makes sense to me. It resonates with me. Yeah, I guess I don't know. I'm just going to continue on with what I was thinking. I mean, are you Elijah had foreseen that you may wish to kind of locate yourself on the synergy wheel in number 6. Does that make sense to you? Is that something that's like the synergy? Like, I guess also, how do you feel about like taking on one specific role within a team of 10 people or 9 people? Or does that feel constricting, or does number 6 feel calling to you, or any of those things?
That's the synergy, right? Number 6.
Yeah. And also above it, health is the above. Maybe do you want to say a little bit about She Cares? And
Okay.
I think it's a very anyway, why don't you say about that project?
Yeah. Okay. So I grew up in a family where I was blessed to see and experience a lot of madness and a lot of anxiety through my parents. So it was a wonderful training for me to see how the sense of lackness, the sense of not having a healthy ground can cause a lot of trouble, a lot of trouble in a human's life. So I remember maybe I was 7 when I first had this inner voice, when I first realized I want to help to my parents, I want to help to my father, I want to help to my mother. And I always looked for tools. I always looked for methods to find the key to certain people, to the key to certain situation to be eased and healed. And I was fortunate enough to grow up in a beautiful natural environment near to a forest. So I was able to connect myself with the forces of nature, the primordial elements. And I guess this is how I were able to survive the human madness. And at a very young age, I just felt that one of the greatest tools, what we are not really considering as a tool, is the tool of slowing down, the different ways of slowing down and the different ways of stillness. And in this stillness, we can be able to really sense ourselves into realizations, feel ourselves into certain spaces of clarity. And the clarity can be in the level of the body, in the level of the heart, and in the level of the mind. And when I was in my early 20s, I attended a university, a private university established by one of the biggest brain of the Hungarian psychological environment. And that's where I started to learn about Buddhism. And this ancient wisdom really resonated with me. And the tools, what we can learn from these type of spaces, these type of wisdom heritage, are really be able to help to evolve, because I wanted to learn what kind of tools do we have to evolve, because I believe in change. I believe in education, and my karmic cycles circled around willpower and free will. So we always have a choice. We always have a choice to decide which direction we would like to choose. And it seems like that in the collective level, we arrived to a space where we can really be able to find different tools through the language to heal ourselves and heal our environment as well. So I'm very interested in how to and what kind of tools can we be able to give humanity in order to heal ourselves and heal the planet, because we are the planet. Our body is the planet. So my heartbeat is this. This is what I believe in, that there is no inside or outside. There is no separation. Separation is an illusion. And yeah, it's time to wake up. It's time to wake up. And the project, what Elijah mentioned, the name of that was She Care, but it seems like evolving to a project which is called We Care, because there's no she or he or me or you. It's we. That's the space of the level of community. And in the level of community, there is no, we shouldn't waste time. We shouldn't waste time. No more time to waste. So this project is about our physical, mental, and emotional health. And if I look through this lens, I can see that every level in these different spaces, the physical, mental, and emotional spaces, are coming from the same source, which can be described with one word: imbalance. If something is out of balance, then we have the sensation that we are losing our direct connection with harmony. And we just need to be able to learn how to support each other and how to support ourselves and how to receive support in order to get back to harmony and groundedness and care. So in this project, I'm looking for ways how can we be able to apply this new tool, what we have, because I'm sitting in front of my computer, I'm talking to a screen, but I can sense that all of you are there. And in this project, the tool of language, the tools what Elijah developed through the years, has a tremendous, huge role or function, because this is how I can be able to express myself. All the feelings what I have in my subconscious level, I'm trying to figure out in myself. That's the first step, what I need to do in order to awaken into myself as a human being. And without the language, I'm not able to do that. This is the process, what the Bible is talking about. When we name things, this is how we can reflect back our own awareness from certain objects or situations. When we name it, when we have the opportunity, when we have a tool to describe things, then we can be able to put that certain thing or certain situation into our internal map. And this is crucial. This is very, very crucial. What type of language are we using for that? Because then that's how we cause certain fixations on certain things. And the work that I'm doing, for example, with my clients, I'm trying to help them to liberate themselves from previous labelings, from previous attachments, what they gave to themselves through the language, through giving certain meanings to certain things. So this is where the things that I'm working towards and what Elijah is working towards coming together. The tool, the science of language.
Amazing. Thank you.
Left us speechless.
Yeah. Yeah, I actually was, yeah, I felt this sense while you were speaking, Naya, of the connection. There's like this sense of like being in the space, that we're finally arriving here, of being here. And I'm so glad for the presence of woman to be in this space. It makes like, yeah, it makes this space as so like full, and like it changes the quality of a space in a big time. I'm really appreciating that, what you're bringing.
Thank you.
Mm. And also really resonating with this, like there is no time to waste. Like almost like in my own process, if I can speak from my process, like it's been in like looking for these times when I'm like wasting time, or like killing time, or doing things that are not really like creating the results that I want to create, or being in connection with the people that I want to be in connection with, or not helping the planet, or not helping create community, or not being nourishing for myself. And it's just been like taking out things, yeah, like what you're talking about, like deconditioning um myself from these things. And so I guess from the part of the work that I'm doing is with directly with the emotional body, with the heart body. So it's been like with expressing the emotions and feelings that are in there in the form of sounds, and at high intensity levels. So like we go from 0 to 100%, and going to like 100% of those feelings, so that they can be heard, so that we can hear ourselves, what we sound like when we're expressing, for example, 100% anger, or 100% fear, 100% sadness, and be like actually listening to ourselves in expressing that there is a healing that happens. There is like something that gets completed, and it's like the emotional part of healing, of deconditioning our emotions. So something like that. And it also works in parallel with the language. with the language. Like the language is like the mental part, like the structure that holds this new capacity of feeling. And then the language also has a role in holding each other and creating that space for the evolution to happen. Mm.
Nice. Yeah, that's awesome. Everything that's happening in this time and space here is pretty good. I like it. Yeah, I guess I mean, the main thing that I thought this group should be about when I kind of approached Elijah about forming this specific group for the specific purpose, kind of in the specific methodology, was to establish a group of people who can be in harmony with each other and ultimately support the bringing Elijah's work into the world somehow. And then obviously the other part of it was to actually use Elijah's system to bring his system into the world, kind of like this inside out approach. You know, using, yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, using it to create it, really. Yeah. So I don't know. I just get a sense that, yeah, the four of us are in harmony and we have many things to talk about, and this is good. And then I'm also feeling myself a calling within myself to kind of take a step back from trying to be strict about how we do this a little bit more today than previously. Because yeah, ultimately I'm trying to fulfill the role of the stewardship and I guess governance and whatever aspects that is within this group. And yeah, so I'm just trying to restate kind of what I'm trying to steward, I suppose. And at this point, all it is to create a mastermind group of people that can be in harmony with each other in order to bring Elijah's work into the world and use his work in order to do that. And I think we're one step closer, one person closer to doing that. I feel like yeah, this is great.
Cool. Thank you, Noah.
Could I share something in terms of there's four maps. If you just look at the four that I sort of go through, cycles of events where actions and conversations take place. Now let's just say by the way the map's set up, let's say Jorge, you're at this one, you would have this one behind you. Nova would have this one. And Hajnal would have this one. And I would have this one. So if you could actually see the pipes go, so the four of us would actually be in this map together.
Mm.
Can you actually, I'll just send it over through the chat, because I know that Jorge can't do this. But
I actually can. I tried today. Somehow the update of Zoom, it allows me to do that. And
so in the okay, so you can't do it, because can we just each put one of the things behind us just to kind of show something?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
The thing is that I only have like maybe like 14 minutes left in the meeting before I have to move to go. And yeah, I can try it out.
Something weird is happening. I got an X on my.
I would like. Can I share something while you're getting that set up?
Yeah.
Okay, it's about like the position in the, like I'm in the learning position. You're in the stewarding. Nova's in the stewardship. And Hajnal, you're in the synergy. And this sounds like a really awesome experiment to actually have a place in the wheel. It creates like this like solidity or like clarity about the role, and also since since we're experimenting with this for the first time, as Elijah is saying, like this is the first time that like this is being done, that we keep like a possibility that we might shift into different places, kind of like to hold space for other different positions. And I guess that will happen naturally in this discovery process. But that was what was coming for me.
Okay, so the maps are there, so you can download and then upload, and let's see what this is funny because it's the first time to see this.
Cool. I'm excited to see this. Yay.
That's mine, right?
Yeah, and the thing is, I've never, this is fascinating because I made this years ago without knowing that this, okay, or
Uh-oh. It's because the room's a bit dark, I think. That's fine.
The map is taking over my appearance.
Oh, look at that harmony.
So I guess I have to change this. There we go.
I'm not sure how can I put this into the background? I saved it to my laptop, but
Yeah.
then I
Yeah,
don't
and then you
know.
gotta right click on the little arrow beside stop video, and you'll be able to then click on choose virtual background, probably, or video settings. And then you gotta, under backgrounds and effects, you have to use the little plus button and then add it, and then you should be able to use it.
Oh,
so the main idea being that everything in life can be broken down into these four, that you could organize anything you wanted by looking at cycles of events that have actions and conversations that take place. And then, as you see, you have team, community, and individual actions. You have phone, online, and face-to-face. I have member, customer, and ally rewards. And this, sorry.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Well, just saying that this is different in terms of you have harmony, you have synergy. Hajnal has flow, but I don't have choice here. I have reward. And this is one of the choice lenses. So you can actually program more specifically certain things, like here we have rewards linked to values and goals, and then looking at member, customer, and ally rewards. So we're looking at, like, this would be an event team that puts on events. And so
I have an idea.
I'm in the designer seat. Jorge is in the promoter seat. Hajnal, you're in the organizer seat, and Nova in the builder seat. So it's kind of like those four main roles to create events, where somebody designs it, somebody organizes it, someone builds it, and someone promotes it. And each is sort of in a place where they feel that's their natural place to be. And then obviously each is doing a different kind of work, but it all forms together to, you can switch maybe on another event. Jorge could be the designer, I could be the promoter. And so depending upon each event, you can switch it up. But looking at this as a way to sort of organize your information. Okay, you know, you've got to get the event one.
oh, sorry.
The aquamarine one.
Mhm.
You're doing some maps wrongly.
So I had an idea, Captain Swift, that we can, in our next meeting, like, how about this? This is a proposal.
Okay.
That we go into this setting on our next meeting, and we pick one, like one of us we probably have projects that are on the go that are we're trying to manifest right now. I know I have some. And how about like picking one of us and then going into this formation to like kind of like develop that project or develop that thing that you're trying to create. And it could be an event, but I could also see that this actually applies to my offering. Is an offering that I want to create. And yeah, there you go. Cool. So it will be like we actually get together to use the maps in a practical way, and actually like we're getting benefit from it. We're getting to play the role. We're getting to be a team. We're getting to use the maps, and we're getting to record an example of like actual using of the maps with your guidance. And then it's win-win.
Okay, yeah, I like it.
Winning happening.
I I mean, doesn't this look fascinating?
This looks awesome. Yeah. So look at that. Is that the right order? So
This is the right order.
So I have you on the top left, then Hajnal, you're next to Elijah on the right side. Then I am at the bottom under Elijah, and then Nova is beside me.
No, that's the way I see it. I see I'm the top right, you're the top left.
Your top right.
Bottom beneath me, and
Was I-
Nova. So you're seeing a different arrangement.
Okay, top left, top right. Nova, where is Nova?
Nova's bottom left.
Bottom left. And where is Hajnal?
Bottom right.
Bottom right. Okay. One moment. I'm reorganizing my screens here.
For me, it's
Can
also
you can move your screens?
Yeah.
How do you do that?
Just drag them.
What?
oh.
Yeah.
What?
Yes.
Oh my God.
I never knew that.
What?
Yeah, everybody gets a different configuration.
Wow,
Oh,
I never knew you could do that.
We learned something today.
Hey, do you know
yes.
do you know what I want to do? I'm gonna stop it and then I'm gonna start again. Nova, where are you? Because I just want to do a video of the four of us in this, kind of like role playing, doing something. I just want to make a video of the four of us in here. Because now, is there any chance you can get some more light on you? There he is.